Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what we got going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, today's video is dealing with your boy, the famous YouTuber who goes by the name of CJ So Cool. Yeah, man, so the word is, I know y'all see it floating all around social media at this point, and that was CJ So Cool was followed, shot, and robbed at his home that's located in Las Vegas. Yeah, man, y'all heard me right. A famous YouTuber, somebody that's not a rapper, somebody that's not in the streets, you understand, was followed, robbed, and shot at his home located in the suburbs of Las Vegas. You have some people who feel like the girl that he is associated with now had some guys follow him. I don't believe that to be true, man. I'm not even gonna put that on her like that. You understand? I believe that it was some guys that's hungry. They seen CJ So Cool as a come up and they followed him. You feel me? Especially if they spotted him out when he got jewelry on and all that. Now we know that jewelry can be an attraction for someone to commit some type of criminal activity towards you. Now again, I'm not inviting nobody to do no type of criminal activity. What I'm stating is, for the people who go and buy expensive jewelry, you got to protect yourself. You got to watch your back at all times, man. And it's messed up dealing with this situation because, again, fam, he was followed to his crib. Now, I was just told that CJ So Cool, he had relocated throughout the Las Vegas area around 3 times. The reason being because he has a lot of followers and subscribers on social media. On YouTube, somewhere around 8 million. Then if you go to his IG account, that's somewhere around 2-3 million followers. CJ So Cool has stated himself that when the people come out to Las Vegas, that when people take a trip out to Las Vegas, his house will be the first place that they want to visit. He said at first it was cool, especially when he was trying to gain subscribers and trying to reach out to the audience. And then it became overboard because he had too many people, unexpected, come to his doorstep while he's with his children. And that right there can make any man feel uncomfortable, especially when you know it's up to you to protect your family. You feel me? So dealing with that, that's the reason why CJ So Cool relocated to another area people was unfamiliar with. And he did not do like he did in the past, which was basically show the surroundings of where he lived at. He made sure that this time, dealing with where he lived, that people didn't notice the surrounding areas to even get a gist of where he relocated to. That people couldn't notice different things around where he lived at to even get the familiarity of what space to come to even rob him. So again, that's why some folks feel like, hey man, y'all can't put this on that girl that CJ So Cool is dating now. Again, I don't believe she had nothing to do with it. Like I stated before, I believe some guys out there that's hungry, they seen CJ So Cool as a come up, and they followed him right to his crib. Now, if y'all not familiar with CJ So Cool, his real name is Cordero James Brady. He was born in Gary, Indiana. He has a brother who goes by the name of Jinx. Jinx was the one who actually put CJ So Cool on YouTube. Basically, without his brother Jinx, there would be no CJ So Cool. Yeah, man, so Jinx, he taught CJ So Cool the ins and outs of how to make money on social media. And this started back in 2015, 2016. I believe that CJ So Cool stated himself, he has been doing YouTube and on social media for about 6-7 years now. To me, it's just a scary situation because you never know what's gonna happen, man. Especially when you're making the type of money that you make. Like I always say, man, you have to always be aware and always stay prepared because you never know what's gonna go down. Now, it's also reported that no one was in a house with CJ So Cool during that home invasion. And that's a good thing because they just showed a clip of CJ So Cool dropping off his daughter at the airport just the day before. And that's a good thing. We also know that CJ So Cool, he's usually with his homeboy D-Lo. Yeah, D-Lo, he's another guy from Gary, Indiana. He's a cool cat, man. He actually works for CJ So Cool as his handyman / security. Now, CJ So Cool stated himself that D-Lo wasn't around because he had to spend time with his family. But even dealing with that, man, it's still messed up. Like I said it before, CJ So Cool, he's not a rapper. He is some form of entertainer on YouTube. He got famous through the interaction and pranks on YouTube with family. So that's how he got big and that's how he got his name, because he showed himself as being a family man. And a lot of people like that. Now you have some people out there saying, I really don't vibe with the dude. I don't care for him like that. at the same time, it's really not up to you. It's up to the people who subscribe to him. And like I stated before, man, he made content based on family. So pranks around his significant other and their children. That's what CJ So Cool got his name from on social media. So going back, the reason why I stated he's not a rapper, a musician, but he is some form of entertainer, we all know dealing with rappers, they got some bad vibes that's following them around. But again, with CJ So Cool, he showed himself as being a family man, something that a lot of people respected, even if you ain't care for him like that. Because he never harmed nobody, never talked about harming nobody, you know what I'm saying? He's really a positive image on social media, to be truthful. Yeah, folks, rapper or not, if somebody see you with jewelry on and they out here hungry looking for a come up, hey, they gonna see you as an easy lick. And I believe that's what they seen CJ So Cool as, an easy target. But at the same time, it's still messed up because that black man, he came out of a terrible situation. His mom's was on drugs most of his whole life. Then his pops, he was in and out of prison. And like all of us, that's when CJ So Cool grandmother stepped in and took care of him and his siblings. Like folks stated before, man, Jinx, his brother, he was the one that looked out for CJ So Cool when he moved out to Las Vegas. Because Jinx, he was the one that started utilizing social media as a point to make income. So when CJ So Cool moved out to Las Vegas, yeah, he worked at a couple casinos as a dealer, but then he said he got tired of working for corporations and decided to take that offer from his brother. So he decided to get taught from his brother Jinx how to make money on social media. So right now, we already know CJ So Cool, he's like one of the most famous people on social media. And that's YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, it don't matter. Whatever his brother Jinx taught him, he took it and ran with it. To where now, he's in a position to look out for his whole family. And that's something that we all want to do, right? I believe we all work to a point that we want to be in a position to take care of our whole family. So again, it's messed up that this man, who's not involved in any type of criminal activity, who's not involved in no type of street beef, he's not out here disrespecting women. So if fam ain't got no street beef, or it's not involved in no type of criminal activity, then that only means that the guys that follow him was hungry. And like folks said, they seen fam as an easy lick. But it's still messed up that a black man who's doing something right on social media, he's not pushing that same agenda like everybody else is. And that's to engage in street and criminal activity. He say he come from that. So that's something that he's not going to teach the youth. So right there, I agree with that man and his point of views. Hey, we happy to see that CJ So Cool, he has recovered. He did show a couple pics of what the shells entered in at. Some people felt that was going overboard. But he wanted to let the people know that, hey man, you never know what's going on. You always got to watch your back out here, man. And I believe he was showing the people to let them know that, hey man, it's not easy as y'all think it is. That even though I'm doing this social media thing, I still have people who don't value my life. I still have people who want to take me out for whatever reason they have. And dealing with today, you ain't even got to give these people a reason. They'll find any excuse to rob you or get over on you in any type of way. Because we seeing now that people don't want to work. People always trying to find the fastest way to come up. And guess what? It always bites them in the hand. Because the only time you can respect the money you earned, if you worked hard for it. You understand? So that's why I always tell people, you got to be aware at all times. Always be aware and always stay prepared. Somebody out there is looking at you as an easy come up. And that's real talk. That's why it don't matter what your profession is. Never take your life for granted. Because you don't know what the next day gonna bring, let alone the next hour. You feel me? So again, even though we happy that CJ So Cool made it out of recovery and he's back home, it still lets us all know that even when we put ourselves in the best situation that we think we are in, we still have to be aware of our surroundings at all times. So again, for somebody to follow and rob him, I'm not gonna put this on a girl that he's with. All I'ma say is, again, somebody was hungry and they seen folks as a come up, and that's real. But hey, we got more in store. As always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.